I ran into my office with the leather-wrapped bundle in my arms. I shouldn't have taken it. I knew that now. But it was too late to try and put it back. I opened the top drawer of my desk, put the bundle inside, closed it, and collapsed on the chair. I had just enough time to convince myself that I wasn't followed before someone kicked my door in.
Hand it over.
I was overcome by a strange sensation, as if I could hear the squeals of 10,000 women echoing around the world.
Give me the treasure,
He continued.
before it gets ugly.
Getting ugly wouldn't come easy to the fellow. He'd probably run 10 miles that morning.
15.
He'd probably run 15 miles that morning. I know that sounds crazy. With anyone else it would be. But not him. There was something about him that made you believe he could do anything in the world, except maybe write his own name.
Don't make me repeat myself.
Wouldn't dream of it. You sound like you're losing your voice already. You want a lozenge?
I want the treasure.
And which treasure is that? True love? A place to call home? The friends we made along the way?
The treasure you stole from my ship.
You might be aware that Sunder City isn't close to any ocean, so it makes no sense that this man's ship would be anywhere near my office. At the time, I thought that too. But when a man brandishing a sword with pectorals bigger than your head tells you that he has a ship nearby, you don't argue with him unless you're convinced that your mouth has too many teeth in it.
I'm Charles Vane of the Ranger. Now.
Of the Ranger? What does that mean? Is that like the land you're from?
No, it's,
Or is that your dad? People around here, they'd say Charles, son of Ranger. You know, if you want to fit in.
it's my ship.
Oh, right. That's cute.
Hand over the treasure, or I'll take it back, along with your head.
Do you really do that? Cut off heads?
Yeah, once. It's not as easy as you'd think it'd be. You expect one clean slice, but there's all sinew and bone and all kinds of shit. It's pretty tough. Especially if you don't sharpen your sword every day, which, I don't.
This pirating thing sounds like a lot of work.
It's a living. You meet some interesting people.
I guess the dames, I bet.
That's a touchy subject.
Sorry. Suddenly he grabbed the desk and pushed it back, slamming me into the wall and pinning me there.
Last warning. The treasure. Or your life.
I knew what my life was worth, and the treasure was the better deal. But if he killed me, I'd lose the prize anyway, so I might as well give him what he wanted. It's in the top drawer.
Get it out then.
Well, you're currently forcing the top drawer between two of my ribs. Could I get a little space?
Yeah, sorry.
The captain pulled back the desk and I retrieved the bundle and handed it over. He nodded. He wasn't a man of many words and he appeared to have used up his quota for the day. He tossed the bundle back and forth between his hands, weighing something up in his mind. Is there anything else I can get you? There's a bar down the road with a good rum selection. His eyes turned to slits. It was feeding time at the zoo and I'd just been dropped into the lion's cage.
You snuck onto my ship. Stole something that belonged to me. And you did it so badly that people saw you getting away. I have a reputation to uphold. My captaincy depends on it. So, let me tell you what happens next.
I wondered what would be more embarrassing, trying to fight him or trying to flee. Neither plan would last very long, I was sure about that. He took a step forward and raised his sword. Then there were footsteps on the stairs, and a mustachioed man with a sweaty face appeared in the door.
Chaz, I think we should get going. We seem to be in some kind of fantastical city. Anne picked a fight with a snake person, and I angered a one-eyed fellow who... Not like he'd lost one eye, like he just has one eye in the middle of his head, like some... Anyway, it's fucking freezing, the food is shit, and I'm not convinced that we haven't all smoked too much opium and are slowly dying on the floor of the brothel, so I'd really love to get out of here. Now.
He disappeared. The captain gave a small, almost imperceptible smile and sheathed his sword.
I guess there's not enough time to cut off your head after all. If only I'd sharpened my sword.
He walked out and went downstairs. I could hear the other one talking all the way up Main Street. heading back to their ship and off on some other adventure. I try not to think about them too often. When I do, it makes my office feel small and the air of the city seems stale. I'm sure it's not for everyone, a life on the seas, but for those that can manage it, it sure must be something special.
Zach McGowan and Toby Schmitz, everyone!
Yeah. It must be something special.
Does anyone have a lozenge?
It was good to hear Vane and Rackham again.
Tobes, I forgot that you were just the funniest person that ever walked the earth.